Hello, I'm Dr. Wendy Rowley. This is a YouTube series of the Wonder of Human Design YouTube channel called How to Have a, sorry, it went out of my mind. How to Have a Peaceful Life. Numbers and words are not something I tend to remember. I'm a visual and picture person. And people say, well, don't say that. You're just setting up a negative intent and creating that. And I was like, but that's been my experience. I'll try that, but I don't know if it'll change. I believe in the possibility of everything, but maybe some things are just the way the soul and higher self intended them for that lifetime, or the soul did. I don't know. But I think this correcting people for everything they say has gotten a little overboard, don't you? Anyway, I just had to say that. I was just sort of in there. Okay, so how to have a peaceful life. I'm going to get out of the way. This is Dr. Wendy Rowley, and I work with Aliania of Cosmic Service. Aliania of Cosmic Service. She's a Palladian Mother of Sound, and she and her group are responsible for the Great Global Healing Party, the sBardoHealing for women, changing the grids, and they're bringing the Christ into the Bardo and doing lots of setups. And this is what I know today. Tomorrow might be different. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, good day to you, dearest beings of light. It is Aliania of Cosmic Service, a Palladian Mother of Sound. Peace be with you, and peace be with you. How to have a peaceful life. How to have a peaceful life. How do you have a peaceful life? The first thing that comes to mind when you say that, we can see it coming up in all of you, is the problems with the people around you. The second thing that comes up is survival. And the third thing that comes up is what you want and how do you get it. So, if those are your lower three chakras, chakras 1, 2, and 3, and that's where all the noise is and the stuff that you need to heal, how do you have a peaceful life? How do you get there? How do you have one even if you're not someone who wants to do energy work or spiritual work? How do you have one if you just arrived at the planet? How do you have one when you're more evolved? How do you have one when you're really happy? How do you maintain a peaceful life? This is not going to be what any of you expected, including this one, so we're going to ask her to get way out of the way. A peaceful life is not a product of what you do. It's not a product of what you think. It's not a product of what you feel. It comes from your soul peace, and it comes through the cosmic energy that you are always connected to that comes in through the top of your head. So you are always connected to source and your soul, whereas your grounding energy, your earth energy, it comes from the base of your spine, of your spirit body, down into the center of the earth, can get unconnected and curl up. But your alignment cord is never disconnected. You are always connected to source. So if peace comes from the soul, and peace is something that comes through the cosmic energy, what stops peace from flowing? Is it the disharmony? Is it the consciousness block? Is it because you're not aligned and balanced? Is it because you haven't gotten what you wanted? Is it because you're still having problems with those people? Or is it because you're still having problems with survival issues like money for food and shelter, or a safe home or an environment where you can flourish, where there are respectful people who treat you with respect? So there are many factors in those first three chakras that can prevent you from having a peaceful life. So I think it's safe to assume that those are where the problems lie that you have that interfere with that desire to have a peaceful life. So that's the logical human explanation for it. But what if that wasn't right? What if that was simply a karmic perspective of reading through the old karmic veil, which has now been let off of the human consciousness grid? What if it's completely different than we thought? And I'm going to ask you to consider a completely new thought and new paradigm. So what if the peace that comes through your cosmic energy has an ebb and flow in it? What if the peace that comes through your cosmic energy from the soul also had healing forces in it? And what if you are a multidimensional being that leaves your body at night and goes off into your astral body while you sleep and joins your soul at night? And we spoke about this in one of the videos recently on YouTube where we talked about, the Death Bardo series. Toward the end of that, we talk about seniors and why they sleep less, and we talk about the sleep state and that you all go off and you, a lot of you are working in your sleep state, healing, working, communing, working with different soul groups. So the ability for your soul to do that kind of work at night is going on. So is that where peace comes through? So where does peace come and why does it come? So if there's an ebb and flow to your cosmic energy and peace comes through the soul, then that means there's an ebb and flow to peace in your life. That is natural. And yet we put up a ring to chase that peace is something as a state of being that we wish to achieve and have all the time. But in the current state of your evolution, that's not possible because it ebbs and flows. It ebbs and flows into you when you're during your waking state, and it ebbs and flows into you during your sleeping state, as the cosmic ebbs and flows with your soul. Because your soul's using some of that sometimes to do something, and then sometimes it's not, and it comes back into the interim astral body where you're sleeping, or the interim astral body while you're awake. So that is peace. It's an ebb and flow of your soul's forces in the cosmic. Really different, huh? Okay, these are going to be short and sweet because we're going to be introducing some new concepts, and we're going to be introducing some new anatomy that's coming online in the human consciousness grid this year and next year. And we're also going to be mentioning ways to have a peaceful life. So it's not going to be a formula. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. It's going to be an understanding. And in that understanding, there'll be some suggestions. And with those suggestions and that understanding, there'll be one or two little technical things that you could do. And there will be a new consciousness about peace by the time this 8-part video is done. Okay, sorry, we're looking at the paper. So this is what we wish to introduce in the first one. The idea that peace comes through the cosmic energy from your soul, that it has an ebb and flow to it, and that it is absolutely nothing that you can do at your side to create. What a concept. Now, we're talking about that big everlasting peace, that still peace within you. We're not talking about I got a break and I'm more peaceful now because I'm not all overstimulated by my environment where I was working or playing or entertaining with people. It's not that kind of peace. It's the deep, still peace within. And I think pretty much everyone at some point has an experience of that. Shortly after they turn 21. Okay, that's what we wish you to know this day. You are dearly loved. Expect benevolence in all you do, and we bid you adieu.